Anti-government protests are again taking place in the Armenian capital Yerevan amid anger over Azerbaijan's defeat this week of ethnic Armenian separatists in the enclave of Nagorno-Karabakh. For a third day, opposition groups are calling for the resignation of the Prime Minister. The latest protests come after the two sides held peace talks yesterday. Our correspondent in the region, Rayhan Dimitri, is following developments from Georgia.
Well, so far, it appears that the ceasefire is holding, although earlier today we heard a statement from Azerbaijan's presidential advisor who said that Azerbaijan was preparing to offer an amnesty for Karabakh Armenian fighters who agreed to lay down their arms. That announcement came, according to Azerbaijan, amidst reports that some military units, Karabakh Armenian military units, have refused to lay down their arms, and they pledged to continue their resistance to Azerbaijani forces. The humanitarian situation is really critical and difficult in the regional capital, Stepanakert. Thousands of people who were displaced by this conflict since Azerbaijani forces took control of some of those villages close to the front line. So those people spend the night in schools, churches, very little food. Although today Azerbaijan says that it sent several trucks with humanitarian aid, mainly food supplies.
And Rayhan, every day this week we've seen these protests taking place in Yerevan. Some of them have got a little bit violent. We saw some stun grenades earlier in the week and definitely scuffles. There's a lot of anger there. Can you explain to us why there is that level of anger, what the protests are about?
Well, the protests in Yerevan are mainly kind of people are really angry at the Prime Minister, Nikol Pashinyan, for handling this crisis. They're demanding his resignation. They're demanding to open up a humanitarian corridor for Karabakh Armenians so that those who want to flee can come to Armenia. We were getting mixed messages actually from the Armenian authorities. So yesterday, the Armenian Prime Minister said that he didn't see any threat to the security of Karabakh Armenians, but nevertheless, Armenia was prepared to receive up to 40,000 refugees. He said that places were already ready. Going back to the protests in Yerevan, that anger is also aimed at Russia. A lot of people in Armenia feel that Russia had betrayed them, that Karabakh is lost, and this is an extremely painful issue for many Armenians because they consider it their historic homeland.